The roar of the dinosaur shook the sand on the beach. It was a sound like a mix between a lion screaming and a jet engine starting up. The Tyrannosaurus Rex stomped forward. Its metal armor gleamed under the bright sun. The red laser cannons on its back hummed with energy. It opened its mouth and a beam of red light shot out. Goku pushed Vegeta out of the way. "Look out!" Vegeta Goku yelled. They rolled on the sand. The red beam hit the ocean water. The water exploded into steam. It was hot. The steam smelled like burning salt. Luffy stood in front of the dinosaur. He looked amazing. "Wow," Luffy said. "A robot dinosaur. I want it. I want to make it my captain." Luffy stretched his arm. Gum Gum pistol. His fist flew at the dinosaur. It hit the metal nose. Clang. The sound was metallic. The dinosaur did not move. It looked at Luffy with glowing blue eyes. It swung its metal tail. The tail hit Luffy in the stomach. Luffy flew backward. He crashed into a palm tree. The tree snapped in half. Naruto jumped into the air. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Poof. 50 Narutos appeared. They all charged at the dinosaur. They threw kunai knives. The knives hit the armor and bounced off. "This thing is tough," Naruto yelled. "It has chakra armor." Ichigo flashed forward. He held his sword Zangetsu with 2 hands. Getsuga Tensho. A wave of black energy cut through the air. It hit the dinosaur's leg. The metal sparked. The dinosaur roared in pain. It turned around and tried to bite Ichigo. Its teeth were made of jagged steel saws. The Tama stood on the beach. He was picking his ear. He looked bored. "Is it lunchtime yet?" Saitama asked. He looked at the dinosaur. "That looks like tough meat." He walked toward the monster. The dinosaur saw him. It charged its lasers again. 2 beams fired at Saitama. Saitama did not dodge. He just walked through the lasers. The smoke cleared. His suit was a little black, but he was fine. He tapped the dinosaur on the nose. "Sit down," Saitama said. He pushed the dinosaur's snout down. The dinosaur's head smashed into the sand. The whole island shook. The dinosaur stopped moving. Its eyes went dark. Goku stood up and brushed the sand off his orange pants. "Nice one," Saitama Goku said. "You really are strong." Vegeta crossed his arms. It was just a machine, a cheap toy. But Vegeta was looking at the mountain in the distance, the Skull Mountain. He felt the energy too. It was familiar. It felt like Saiyan blood. But it was cold. It was dark. "Let's go," Goku said. "The bad guy is waiting for us up there." They started walking into the jungle. The jungle was thick. The leaves were huge. They were purple and green. The vines were moving like snakes. Jin Woo walked in the back. He was looking at the shadows under the trees. "Something is wrong," Jin Woo whispered. "The shadows are not empty. They are watching us." Ainz Ooal Gown walked next to Anna's Voldigoad. Ainz was nervous. "This world follows no rules," Ainz said. "That dinosaur was science fiction. This jungle is fantasy. The physics are broken." Anas laughed softly. "It does not matter," Anna said. "Rules are just suggestions for people like us. If the world is broken, we will force it to work." Anas looked at a flower. The flower had teeth. It tried to bite him. Anas glared at the flower. The flower withered and died from fear. They walked for hours. The heat was terrible. It was sticky and wet. Rimuru turned into a slime to stay cool. He rode on Gojo's shoulder. Gojo had his infinity barrier up, so he was not sweating. "This is unfair," Rimuru complained. "You are like a walking air conditioner." Gojo smiled. "Being the strongest has its perks." Suddenly, the ground stopped being dirt. It turned into metal plates. They were walking on a giant metal floor in the middle of the jungle. Naruto looked down. "This looks like a village hidden in the iron," Naruto said. Then the trees disappeared. They were in a clearing. Standing in the middle of the clearing were 5 figures. The heroes stopped. They looked at the figures. The figures looked exactly like them, but they were twisted. They were glitches. There was a Goku, but he was wearing a suit like Frieza. He had a scouter. His eyes were red. There was a Luffy, but he was wearing a marine uniform. He had a justice coat. There was a Naruto, but he was wearing the black cloak of the Akatsuki. He had a slashed headband. There was an Ichigo, but he was wearing the white uniform of a Quincy. There was a Saitama, but he had hair, a full head of long golden hair. "Who are you?" Goku asked. The evil Goku laughed. "I am Kakarot," he said. "I am the one who completed the mission. I destroyed Earth." The Marine Luffy stepped forward. "I am Admiral Luffy," he said. "I captured the Pirate King. I executed my brother." The Akatsuki and Naruto smiled. "I am Menma," he said. "I destroyed the Leaf Village." The Quincy Ichigo raised his bow. "I destroyed the Soul Society." The haired Saitama flipped his long hair. "I am Charanko," he said, "and I am popular." Vegeta stepped forward. "This is disgusting," Vegeta said. "You are the worst versions of us, the failures." The evil Kakarot looked at Vegeta. "Failure? I conquered the galaxy. You are the failure prince. You became a house husband." Vegeta's eye twitched. "That does it," Vegeta yelled. He turned Super Saiyan blue. He charged at evil Kakarot. The fight began. It was chaos. Vegeta punched evil Kakarot, but evil Kakarot caught his fist. "You are soft," Kakarot said. He headbutted Vegeta. Vegeta flew back. Marine Luffy attacked Real Luffy. Marine Luffy used Iron Body. Real Luffy's punch bounced off. "Pirates are weak," Marine Luffy said. "I have absolute justice." He used Finger Pistol. He poked Luffy hard in the chest. Luffy coughed. Naruto fought Menma. Menma used the Nine-Tails chakra, but it was black. Dark Rasengan Menma yelled. Naruto used a gold Rasengan. The 2 balls of energy clashed. The wind tore the metal plates off the ground. "You rejected your darkness," Menma said. "I embraced it. That is why I am stronger." Ichigo fought the Quincy version of himself. The Quincy fired arrows of light. Ichigo blocked with his sword, but the arrows exploded. Ichigo could not get close. "You are a savage with a sword," the Quincy said. "I'm elegant." Saitama looked at the haired Saitama. "You have nice hair," Saitama said. "Can I touch it?" The haired Saitama laughed. "No, you bald freak. My hair gives me power." He punched Saitama. It did not hurt, but it was annoying. Saitama sighed. "I want hair too, but not if it makes me a jerk." Saitama slapped the haired Saitama. The wig flew off. Underneath, he was bald too. "Know my secret," haired Saitama screamed. He started crying and ran away. Goku looked at his friends struggling. "These guys are strong," Goku said. "They are us, but with different choices. We have to show them that our choices made us better." Goku went Ultra Instinct. His silver eyes glowed. He did not attack evil Kakarot. He attacked Marine Luffy. He moved so fast nobody saw him. He kicked Marine Luffy into the jungle. "Switch opponents," Goku yelled. "They are used to fighting themselves. Confuse them." Vegeta understood. He flew at Menma. Final flash. The yellow beam hit the Dark Rasengan. It exploded. Naruto ran at the Quincy Ichigo. Shadow Clone Jutsu. 1,000 Narutos piled on top of the Quincy. He could not shoot his arrows. Luffy stretched his arms and grabbed evil Kakarot. "You are a bad monkey," Luffy yelled. He spun evil Kakarot around and threw him into the sky. Ichigo Flash stepped behind the fleeing Haired Saitama. Getsuga Tensho. He blasted him into the ground. The evil clones lay on the ground. They were defeated. They started to glitch. Their bodies turned into static. "We were almost real," evil Kakarot whispered. Then they vanished. Jinwoo looked at the spot where they vanished. They were memories, Jinwoo said. Memories of timelines that never happened. The island is manifesting our fears. They continued walking. Finally, they reached the base of the Skull Mountain. It was huge. The mouth of the skull was the entrance. The stairs were made of white bones, big bones, dragon bones. They started to climb, step by step. It was a long climb. The wind blew hard on the mountain. It was cold. Ainz pulled his robe tighter. Even a skeleton feels the chill of death here, Ainz said. This place reeks of despair. Gojo looked up at the top. The energy up there is infinite, Gojo said. It is not expanding. It is compressing, like a black hole. They reached the top. There was a giant stone door. It had no handle. Goku pushed it. It was heavy. Vegeta helped him. Together, they pushed the door open. It made a loud grinding sound. They walked into the throne room. It was dark. The only light came from torches with red fire. In the center of the room was a throne made of skulls, and sitting on the throne was the figure. He stood up. He was tall. He had spiky black hair that reached his waist. He had grey skin. He had glowing red eyes. He wore black Saiyan armor with gold spikes, and he had a tail, a brown furry tail that wrapped around his waist. In his hand, he held a black dragon ball with 10 red stars. "Welcome, brothers," the figure said. His voice was deep and scratchy. Goku stepped forward. "Who are you?" Goku asked. "Are you a Saiyan?" The figure laughed. "I am more than a Saiyan. I am the Saiyan that was promised. I am the warrior you were afraid to become." He walked down the steps. His boots clanked on the stone. "My name is Ragnar. I am the forgotten brother." Vegeta frowned. "I know every Saiyan bloodline. There is no Ragnar." Ragnar pointed at Vegeta. "Because you deleted me, Prince. You and Kakarot. You became the stars. You became the heroes. And I was left in the drafts. I was left in the fan fiction. I am the accumulation of every rejected idea. Every what-if that was thrown away." Ragnar held up the black dragon ball. "This ball contains the power of the rewrite. I will use it to make myself canon. And to do that, I must delete the current canon. I must delete you." Goku got into a fighting stance. "We won't let you do that. We worked hard for our strength. We didn't just get written that way." Ragnar smiled. "Did you? Let us test that." Ragnar moved. He did not fly. He teleported, but not instant transmission. He just appeared in front of Goku. He punched Goku in the stomach. Goku's eyes popped open. He fell to his knees. He gasped for air. It was one punch, and Goku was down. Vegeta screamed. "Kakarot!" Vegeta went Super Saiyan Blue evolved. He punched Ragnar. Ragnar caught Vegeta's fist with one finger. "Weak," Ragnar said. He flicked Vegeta. Vegeta flew across the room and smashed into a stone pillar. Luffy went Gear 5 immediately. He turned white. He became giant. He tried to step on Ragnar. Ragnar looked up. "A rubber god?" Ragnar asked. "How silly." Ragnar raised his hand. Black lightning shot out. It hit Luffy. Luffy screamed. The lightning burned his rubber. He shrank back to normal size. He fell to the floor smoking. Naruto went Baryon mode. He knew he had to be fast. He attacked Ragnar. Ragnar dodged every hit. "You are burning your life away," Ragnar said. "Such a waste." Ragnar kicked Naruto in the ribs. Naruto rolled on the floor. His cloak faded. Ichigo used his Bankai, Tensei Zangetsu. He was fast. He tried to cut Ragnar. Ragnar grabbed the sword blade with his bare hand. "A sharp toy," Ragnar said. He snapped the sword in half. Ichigo looked at his broken sword in horror. Saitama walked up. He looked at Ragnar. "You are pretty strong," Saitama said. "Are you the boss?" Ragnar looked down at Saitama, the gag character. the one who breaks the logic. You are the most annoying one. Ragnar held up the black dragon ball. I wish to remove your gag. The ball glowed black. A wave of energy hit Saitama. Saitama blinked. He felt heavy. He felt tired. He looked at his hand. His hand was shaking. What did you do? Saitama asked. I gave you a limiter, Ragnar said. Now you are just a normal man. A normal bald man. Ragnar punched Saitama. Saitama flew back. He hit the wall. He slid down. He touched his lip. There was blood. Saitama looked at the blood. I am bleeding? Saitama whispered. He looked scared. He had never bled before. Gojo Satoru stepped forward. You defeated the physical fighters, Gojo said. But you cannot touch me. Infinity. Gojo activated his barrier. Ragnar smiled. Infinity is just math, and I can change the numbers. Ragnar used the Dragon Ball again. I wish for 0. The barrier vanished. Gojo felt exposed. Ragnar punched Gojo in the face. Gojo's blindfold flew off. He fell next to Saitama. Ainz, Rimuru, Arnos, and Jinwoo stood together. The magic users. We have to combine our magic, Ainz said. Ragnar is too strong. Arnos summoned the magic circle. Rimuru added his energy. Jinwoo added his shadows. Ainz added his death magic. They created a giant ball of destruction. Universal collapse, they shouted. They threw it at Ragnar. Ragnar did not move. He held up the black dragon ball. I wish for absorption. The ball ate the magic attack. It swallowed the whole thing. Ragnar laughed. Your magic is just text on a page, and I am the eraser. He blasted them with black energy. They all fell. The 10 greatest heroes lay on the floor, defeated. Ragnar stood over them. He looked like a god of darkness. See, Ragnar said, you are nothing without your plot armor. You are nothing without your writers protecting you. I fought for my existence. I crawled out of the trash bin. I am real. Goku tried to stand up. His legs were shaking. He wiped blood from his mouth. You are wrong, Goku said. Ragnar looked at him. Stay down, Kakarot. Goku stood up. He was swaying. We are not strong because of writers, Goku said. We are strong because we never give up, even when we lose, especially when we lose. Vegeta stood up too. He was holding his arm. It was broken. He is right, Vegeta spat. A Saiyan breaks his limits. We don't need a script. Luffy stood up. Naruto stood up. Ichigo stood up. Even Saitama stood up. Saitama wiped the blood from his lip. He smiled. So this is what pain feels like, Saitama said. It is exciting. His heart started to beat loud. Thump, thump. Ragnar looked angry. Why won't you stay down? Goku smiled. Because we are heroes. Goku raised his hands. Everyone, Goku yelled. Lend me your energy, but not for a spirit bomb. Lend me your hope. Vegeta put his hand on Goku's back. Naruto put his hand on Goku's back. Luffy, Ichigo, Saitama. Everyone put their hands on the person in front of them. They formed a chain. A white light started to glow around Goku. It was not God Ki. It was not chakra. It was pure white light. It was the light of creation. Ragnar stepped back. What is this? This energy? It is not in the database. Goku opened his eyes. They were not silver. They were gold. Pure gold. This is the power of our story, Goku said. Ragnar screamed, No, I will delete you. He charged a massive black beam from the Dragon Ball. Eraser cannon. Goku charged a Kamehameha, but it was gold. Omni Kamehameha. The two beams clashed. Black versus gold. The castle shook. The mountain shook. The island shook. The sky cracked open. The gold beam was pushing the black beam back. Ragnar was sweating. Impossible. I have the cheat codes. I have the Black Star Ball. You have power, Goku said, but you don't have heart. Goku pushed harder. Ha! The The gold beam broke through. It hit the black dragon ball. The ball cracked. Then it shattered. No, Ragnar screamed. The beam hit him. The gold light consumed him. Ragnar floated in the gold light. He saw his life. He saw himself sitting in the dark, waiting to be written. He saw the fans who created him. He saw their love for the story. He realized he was not rejected. He was just waiting for the right time. "Thank you," Ragnar whispered. He vanished into the light. The light faded. The heroes stood in the throne room. They were tired. They were hurt. But they were alive. Saitama looked at his hand. The blood was gone. He punched the air. The shockwave blew the roof off the castle. "My power is back," Saitama said. "Oh man." The pain was fun while it lasted. Goku fell to the ground. He was exhausted. That was close. Goku laughed. Suddenly the castle started to crumble. The island was shaking. The illusion was breaking. "We have to go," Vegeta yelled. A portal opened in the sky. It was blue and swirling. It looked like a way home. They all flew toward the portal. Jinwoo grabbed the broken pieces of the black dragon ball. Maybe this will be useful, Jinwoo thought. They flew through the portal. They landed on a hard floor. It was polished marble. They were in a giant hall. It looked like a temple. There were 12 giant pillars. On top of each pillar sat a figure. They were the gods, but not the gods of destruction. They were the gods of anime. There was a giant figure that looked like the Sage of Six Paths. There was a figure that looked like the Soul King. There was a figure that looked like Zeno. A voice spoke from the center. It was a calm, powerful voice. "Welcome, warriors. You have passed the preliminary round." Goku looked up. "Preliminary? You mean that was just the warm-up?" The center figure nodded. He stepped into the light. He had blue skin and white hair. He held a staff. It was the Grand Priest. But he looked different. He looked older. He looked like the High Priest of the Multiverse. "Yes," the Grand Priest said. "You have proven you can survive the glitch. You have proven you can defeat the rejected. Now you are ready for the real tournament. The tournament of the creators." The Grand Priest waved his staff. A chart appeared in the air. It showed a bracket. It showed thousands of names. Names of heroes they didn't know. Names of villains they thought were dead. "We have gathered the champions from every timeline," the Grand Priest said. "The winner will get one wish. A wish that can rewrite the entire omniverse." Goku clenched his fist. "A wish to rewrite everything. That sounds dangerous." The Grand Priest smiled. "It is. That is why you must win. If the wrong person wins, everything ends." Vegeta stepped up. "Who are we fighting next?" The Grand Priest pointed to a door on the other side of the hall. "Your next opponents are waiting. They are the team of the Ancients, the heroes from the 80s and 90s. The door opened. Out of the shadows stepped 5 men. One had a green uniform and was pointing a spirit gun. Yusuke Urameshi. One had a red uniform and a scar on his cheek. Kenshin Himura. One was wearing a bronze armor of Pegasus. Seiya. One was a muscular man with 7 scars on his chest. Kenshiro. And in the center was a boy with spiky hair and a tail. But he was small. He held a red power pole. It was Kid Goku. Goku looked at Kid Goku. "Is that me?" Goku asked. Kid Goku spun his power pole. "Hey, you look strong. Let's fight." Goku smiled. He got into his stance. "This is going to be fun." The Grand Priest raised his hand. "Round 2. The Battle of Generations. Begin." To be continued in episode 13.